Let's get caught up with what's been going on YouTube, including Tater's Terror Tour. And we haven't heard anything from Mike for like almost a week. All right, I want to start out by thanking everyone for all the compliments and the congrats when I posted about my new car. So for the most part, I'll say 98% of the people were very positive, and I do appreciate it. I want to say thank you. I'm enjoying the new vehicle. We kind of worked hard to keep our credit score up, and we paid off the other one. Like I said, we did it in the way that we bought an entry-level vehicle, really, really cheap. We drove it, we paid it off, and then we took that, kept the mileage low and everything, got a good trade-in value for it, and traded on something. And so that brought that big price way down because we had that. And so the prices, the payments are pretty low and everything. So I think we did it smart. But yeah, this will be the last vehicle, unless somebody totals it, of course. But yeah, I do want to thank everybody. But I just want to say this, that I don't understand how some people have made it through life so far, have actually managed to survive into their 50s and 60s by being so ignorant, so stupid. Somebody actually said, a couple people actually said, "Oh, the blind guy driving. Wow, I thought he was blind. Now he's pretending to be, oh, that's safe. He's driving." Who saw me driving? Who saw me driving? Was I driving? I don't drive. I haven't driven. If you watch the video, I am clearly in the passenger seat. Anytime I'm inside the vehicle, I'm in the passenger seat. And when the car drives away and I film it, I'm standing outside with the camera following the vehicle. I'm not driving, you blind half-wits. All right, let's move along. I just want to give a shout out to a couple of people. And number one is the NF's number one fan. That's right. Nomadic Fanatic's number one fan. Did a good one about the bus. Very cool. Go over and check it out for sure. Good stuff as always. And let's see. Who else do we have? We have Darling. That's right, Darling. Darling did a really good video as well as usual, per usual. Sarasota Tim the comment, very good. I highly recommend. Go over and check that out. Good stuff. And our resident Amazon Santa Claus legal advisor. That's right, Carl. He's been doing some Sarasota Tim stuff. Hey, I guess when you do it and you get views, you keep doing it, right? But yeah, good stuff from Carl. He always has some good advice, I think. So go over and check those folks out for sure. Now, speaking of Sarasota Tim, yeah, he's pretty boring. Really not doing anything. Oh, we got morning chat. Whatever. Let's see. Dermatologist. Oh yeah, Mr. I hate doctors and don't need health insurance now. All of a sudden he goes to doctors all the time. That's because he has free shit. On morning chat. Something about, what is it? Regenerative braking on. Oh, people don't know this stuff. So Tim's going to educate them. Pork rinds. I mean, who cares? Golfing. Tim's boring. So yeah, I'm not paying any attention to him. Haven't watched anything. Really don't care. Okay, what do we got next? We have Living Free Mike. Look, 5 days ago. It's almost been a week. We haven't heard hide nor hair from Mike. What's going on? I'm confused. I don't know. I guess the only thing that we can figure out is he's busy moving, I guess, maybe. Or I will say this. Since Mike isn't putting out any videos, especially now, Monday, isn't this the day he does all his send me money, give me free shit, and I'll make a video and then sell it? So I thought he would be making videos today and tomorrow. That's his days. But I surmise that we're going to have a Mikey Live Begathon coming up real shortly, since he's not posting any videos. All right, let's keep it moving right along here. Danna, Montana. Danna, what's she up to? Moving. That's right. She's moving again. There she is. And she's just moving, getting ready to move. Now, I jokingly said that she's going to put that last box away and go, finally, I'm all done. Okay, pack it all up. It's time to move. And that's pretty much what happened because, she was there for 4 months or something like that. And 3 months of that was her cleaning, organizing, and putting stuff away. And then she ran off with her new boyfriend, and now it's time to move. So she's packing everything up and she's moving out. So that's what Danna's doing. And I'm not making fun of Danna. I really enjoy Danna. I'm a big Danna fan, and everybody who watches this channel knows it. All right, let's keep moving right along. We're rolling, folks. We're rolling right along. We have Caravan Carolyn. That's right, my Carolyn. Yeah, she is in Mexico, her and Ron, and having a great time. She is dealing with a all-inclusive place. She said it is amazing. She did have a little dust up, a little kerfuffle. she got into a little spat with a group of ladies, and there was like 37 of them. They reserved the entire place outside by the pool and put their little matching towels all over every single lawn chair out there, deck chair, whatever you want to call it. And it took the whole place up. Well, Carolyn just went over and moved one of them and took it because you can't do that. And these just happened to be a large group of black women. And Carolyn actually said that they were a large group of black women. And everybody got all upset because she said, well, first of all, the lady came over and said, I hate white people. So, hey, tit for tat. Plus, look, they don't know. One, a lot of people don't know that Carolyn was married to a black man. So that technically makes her son black. And she's an ex-cop. She was a cop. So she knows how to deal with ignorant, ornery, entitled people who think they know everything. And she knew the rules and she was following the rules. And so there's that. And then the other thing that got everybody fired up over her little course of videos of being in Mexico is she mentioned that she my husband, Ron, that sent people over the edge because no, they're not married. But again, I get it. It's like me. I have a stepdaughter, my wife's daughter. Everybody says your daughter. You have two. I have a daughter and she has a daughter. So instead of saying, no, it's my stepdaughter. And she used to say, no, it's my stepdad. But then after a while, you get to the point where it's like, okay, yeah, he's my dad. And my daughter. Which daughter are you talking about? So I get it. After a while, when people look at you and see it and go, oh, you and your husband, or you and this. And So, but you know how it is here on the YouTubes or on social media, on the internet in general. People like to make a big deal out of nothing. So, hey, let the chatting begin. All right, next we have Glow, Glorious Life on Wheels. All right, now she has a daughter that, there's no other way to say it, but she has some special needs, and she is at that age where she is a young adult, and Glow is Carol, is her name also. She's trying to give her space and her freedom and let her go do things, but she keeps an eye on. So she let her daughter go out and about with a friend, and they got on like a little train thing and went down a couple stops. But they were sitting at one of the stations, I guess you would call them, where you wait for the train. And so Carol followed, but kept out of the way and watched them get on. And then she went to where they were going to get off and parked away. So they didn't, notice her lurking around. She was just keeping an eye on her daughter that, again, is for lack of a better term, special needs. But very capable and able to do things. I won't get into all that. That's her story to tell. But anyway, so there was these two men that were ogling the girls and acting very suspicious. And what do we always say? And especially Glow, she is a single female traveler. She does travel in her van. And so we always say to all the ladies and the guys, anybody out there traveling around, trust your gut. No matter what you're doing, trust your gut. And she trusted her gut, thought things were just a little bit out of sorts. And she kind of stepped in, took care of things, and chased these two guys off. If you want to know how she did it, go over and check her channel out and watch the video where, two men were planning to harm my daughter until I intervened. Go check her out. And let's keep moving right along. Next, who do we have next? We have Dee from Lady Bugout. Now, Dee, she lives in she travels and runs around in her little red van, and she built it out real nice, and it suits her very fine. And she's been traveling around doing all kinds of stuff. She hangs out with my other buddy Bunny from Bunny Plays Here, and Riley. The three of them hang out sometimes, or the two of them, whatever the case may be. But yeah, Dee, very cool lady. But her van is sick, and she can't get things replaced because basically she needs a new engine or an engine rebuild, and she's trying to figure out whether it's going to be worth it, if she can even find the parts, because it's an older van and all this other stuff. So she had a pretty emotional little video about her van meeting its demise. And does this mean that van life for Lady Bugout is over? We don't know. We don't know what she's going to do, if she's going to try to salvage her van, or if she's going to get something else and start over, or what. But whatever it may be, I wish her all the best, and I'll be watching no matter what happens, whether she's traveling or not. If she's making videos, I'll be watching, because she's pretty cool. And I'm sure once she gets some time and settles down and sits down and thinks about it, she'll come up with a plan, and she will execute it forthwith. So go over and check out her, Dee, at Lady Bugout. Now we have Van Vita Travels. Yeah, there's a name I haven't talked about in quite some time. But she made a pretty interesting video, I think. Good old Paula from Van Vita Travels. There she is. She made a video about crossing the border, because she is a Canadian who lives in Canada, who lives in Canada, and she married an American. So the American, he goes back and forth across the border, not too much hassle. But when the Canadian comes over with her American husband, all the questions arise. Which, now just think about it. Just listen to what she has to go through, and think about what happens at the other end of the country, at that border. So, since, we have Line Screw One, he goes back and forth across the border a lot. He goes from Vancouver to Washington. He bounces back and forth, does stuff when he's home anyway. And he doesn't have any problem, because he just, passport, I'm going over, and they have how long. But since this is a Canadian who is married to an American, and they go from Canada to America, hold on. Are you going to come back? How long are you staying? Are you planning on coming here and moving in with this guy down here and everything? So she has to prove that she is actually going to go back and return. She has to have like a letter from her boss saying, yes, she is going to return to work this day. Or she has to take in like a deed to her house. I have a house, I'm going to return. Yeah, she has to jump through all these hoops just to take a trip with her husband across the border. Isn't that hilarious? Because if she was in Mexico, she could just walk across the river and go, I'm here. And they go, hey, have a cell phone. Get on this plane and we'll fly to New York and put you up in a hotel. Give you some more free shit. But no, I think it is hilarious. But not just hilarious. I found it to be quite interesting. All right, what do we got going on next? We have Tater's Terror Tour. That's right. The infamous Nomadic Fanatic.
Who the fuck is Nomadic Fanatic?
He's that little guy that just bought a bus and thinks he's hot shit, but now him and Diana, they went to Universal Hollywood, and they decided they were going to go and do the little Universal Horror Nights special. So, yeah, there you go. Tater walking around a day ago. Let's see. Not very many views on that one. The bus one got some good stuff, but yeah, that one didn't do so good because, well, I guess no one really cares. And to be honest, I watched it. I sat through it. And it's just lots of alcohol, lots of food, and them walking around and going through a couple different haunts there at Universal Hollywood. So it really wasn't a whole lot of anything, nothing spectacular. I mean, the things were kind of cool, but yeah, it was just, of course, it's Tater eating, slurping everything, even a tater tot, and throw it on the ground and drinking. And as the day progresses, the night, I guess you could say, progresses, you can tell Tater getting a little tipsy. And so, yeah. And he says his little Elvis later, I'm going to get on Elvis later. All that dumb shit. So, yeah, it really wasn't anything worth talking about. Nothing noteworthy in my opinion. So there you go. That was down and dirty one. I hope it wasn't too long, but we had to get through some stuff, and I think we got through it pretty quick. So, yeah, don't forget good old Tater. He is the one.
You see that little check mark?
That's right. He's the one with the check mark. But wait, we have another person.
Do you see my little check mark?
That's right. Good old Yo-Yo Max. Go over and give her a watch, too. You don't have to agree with a damn thing I say. That's not the point here. What is the point?
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.